Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. Well, Spotify.
Yes.
Spotify. So we
Been a
are
while.
having Spotify and YouTube.
Yes, as always.
Yeah, so we try to make some videos for Spotify, but nevertheless, they still come on YouTube anyway. So
And the videos that we do post to Spotify is the brown round. We found a way to repurpose
we
it.
found a way to repurpose the brown round, but we call this what? We'll
Find out with the Crones. That's
Find
what-
out what the Crones news.
Yep. I mean, after all, we no longer have a brown round table.
That's right, when we do have it, but we don't use it. Absolutely. So say that again, baby Crone. I like that.
Yes. So the reason why we are no longer the brown round is because we do not have a brown round table.
Yes, that's true.
Now you find out with the Crones. Tune in and find out what's going on with the news world.
And the Crone. The Crone.
Yes.
Find out with the Crones today.
Yes.
So anyway, so this is, like I said, this is a Spotify. So we're going to be doing news, and we're going to just recap, just like we did on the old brown round. So this is just finding out with the Crones, but this is just news recap. So baby Crone, where you want to take us? Take us to the bridge, baby Crone.
Okay. Well, firstly, baby Crone would like to talk about Kourtney Kardashian. Yes, sad news for her. It truly was a family emergency, and Travis Barker was having prayers. But everybody pulled through, and good news for Lady Crone, her tarot reading was correct.
So far, because she hasn't delivered.
Yep, and her mom was there.
Her mom was there as the cards predicted. And that whatever she was going to do, but just speaking on them for a minute, they just seemed like something's very, very spiritual about him or her together. And it was like so many things that are up against them that was trying to destroy their love in some way.
Yeah.
But their love is a monument, and it is there to show the world that love exists.
Yeah.
Mainly in the Kardashian family. They need that.
They do.
They need that beacon of light, because it seems like everybody had broken affairs. Everyone.
I don't get it.
When you think about it, that just seems like there is some kind of curse when you go to families like everybody, no one stays married. It seemed like after grandma and grandpa, or after my mom and her husband, or grandma, you know what I'm saying? Everybody broke up. And you just got to start looking at the pathology of that. And so I'm saying, so we're rooting for them.
Yes.
And so that baby has to be born. Even when I did, what was it? Anyway, when I did about there was supposed to be a holy baby born.
Oh, yes.
And a lot that has to do with their name. And what was that?
Talking about Hollywood Witches.
Hollywood, yeah. So I'm thinking and I'm hoping that somehow they give that baby the name Kardashian.
Yes.
Because it just doesn't seem like any other.
Yeah, I mean, fair. You ran it down before, because you said it definitely can't be Chloe, and as we found out, she's changed her baby's last name to Thompson.
Back to Thompson, right? And took away Kardashian. Yeah. Because she knows the truth. It's not the bloodline. Kim can't have any more children, allegedly. And I don't think she would lie about that. So she can't have any more kids. Rob is a hit or miss.
Yeah.
They don't feel as though, I don't know, but in my opinion, I don't really think Rob is stable enough to have any more children. I think what he have is enough. However, even if Rob does have children, who's to say he's going to have a boy?
Yeah, that is true.
So here is the first boy by a blood Kardashian.
Yep.
That baby has to have that name. And if Kourtney does that, then you know what, God bless her. Because the baby name could be Kardashian Barker. But she's always a Kardashian legally. Her name is tied up all up in that. Right?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I can't wait to see. So prayers going up to Kourtney and the baby.
And I know by faith, because they have the faith of a size of a mustard seed. And with their faith, is what
Yes.
everything is banking on. For whatever that man done had death follow him. And Lord,
Yes.
it grieves my soul. Lord knows if anything would have happened to that baby. But not trying to be a preacher
No, but
or a
just-
teacher.
When you really think about his history, it's...
But there is a God that sits high and hear the prayers of a man that love his wife.
Yes.
And I truly believe when I did that reading, not even knowing that the baby was in pearls, I had no
Right.
idea. I just thought she was in premature, but my spirit kept on saying, read on them, read on them, read on them. Baby, come, let's just stop what we're doing and do it. Mm-hmm. You know, we got in, we did what we did, and we read, and that's what I got. And I'm still believing because that is a love that their family need, and I hope
Yes.
that their love is a kindle for them to see that maybe may want the Kardashians and the Jenners
Yes.
and the Barkers all begin to love again. And I don't know what Scott's last name is.
Disick?
Disick, because they are Dissicks there. So, and we had in the West.
Yes, and the West.
Because all those children got to come up, and we just don't want this curse to carry on. In a sense of, it seemed like sometimes, like, my mama smoked, my father smoked, I smoked, my sister smoked, my uncle. You got to break them at the root.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, and sure. I have been listening to an audiobook recently that has been talking about ancestral problems in astrology and how you can find that out in your birth chart. So Baby Crone is studying behind the scenes. So that's just very fitting that this comes up in conversation because I'm just seeing astrology working out in people's lives and that ancestral roots
true.
and family roots really do follow like family.
It's in the
bloodline.
DNA.
Yes.
It's the DNA. Your ancestors will never die as long as you live. And as long as you have blood living, your ancestor lineage is living. You understand? But even in a female, but the thing is the female don't carry the seed.
Yes.
So the seed will die. She can carry a name, but she can't carry the seed. But this baby, my God, can carry the name and carry the seed.
Yes.
That's just touching when you really be looking at this stuff and when you're trying to be a dynasty and when you're really trying to make your name matter. These things matter. It's a name that they are trying to make this name is going to be the name.
Yes, they do want that.
They want that name,
could see it.
Kardashian. Whether you use dash or K, they want the name. And rightfully so. Mm-hmm. So enough of that. Okay, let's go on. Who we have next?
Next we have Joe Jonas.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm going to read
Sophia
on Joe
Turner.
Jonas. Remind me to read on them. You
Okay.
know, the Jonas. It just seems like to me she just I don't think that I would say fell out of love with him, but fell out of love with him.
Okay.
And I think that she just want to live again. She's just going through a crisis. How long have they been married?
Let me see.
Normally, I tell you, Baby Crone usually have all this information.
And I also
honestly.
want to know their zodiac signs too.
So,
look that up.
what that mean is, I think she just want to be young. I think she was an actress. And I think that she was a childhood actress. And I think she just want to get, like she says, she wants to get sick and vomit and be young and make foolish mistakes. And I guess she just want youth.
They were married for 4 years.
That's it?
Yes, it says that they had gotten married in 2019.
How long were they together?
Let's see. And they filed for divorce in September of 2023.
How old are they? Because she's saying this. It could happen. She was bored. Didn't want it.
Joe Jonas is 34.
Good age. Mm-hmm.
Yes, good age, good age. And then we have Sophia Turner at the age of 27.
I get it. Yeah. So at this age, she's realizing from what the media says, she doesn't want this life. She wants to live. She's young. She never did it. She wants to live her life. She doesn't want it. And okay, it's okay. It's okay. In the world in which we live in today and in the United States and wherever she's from, I think she's from Britain.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, it's okay.
They're both water signs. Joe Jonas is a Cancer and she's a Pisces.
It's okay. Yeah, they done just drowned each other out. So emotional. So emotional.
Yeah, she is from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, so, I see it. And I think that she wants to go home. I'm just seeing how this is going to work out. I'm hoping that this divorce isn't messy.
Yes.
And you know what? Joe Jonas is young. But he, I may be getting them mixed up with some other groups. So you all tell me if Baby Crow don't know the answer. Wasn't the Jonas Brothers the group that used to wear those rings that say they were virgins?
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure, but that sounds familiar.
So, in saying that, if that was them, then it seems that they would be more of a spiritual, laid-back, family-oriented. It seems like he would be that way, Joe. He's so handsome. He looks so rugged, though. You can't, how time has crept up
Oh my
on us
God,
all.
they were the group.
Really?
Yes, that was literally came up as a question as I was typing.
Why you giggle?
Because I'm just like, oh my God, that really did happen.
Yeah. So that was like a sanctity.
Yes.
So it's like when they got married, all this was like a big deal, 4 years ago. I mean, I don't know about 4 years ago, but I know when they first came out, they was like this, I don't want to say spiritual, but they were like sanctity and clean and pure. And I can't remember them because so many groups have come and gone.
Probably put them in like the wholesome category.
Yeah, the wholesome category. Yes.
Which was very fitting for their Disney
like I would
image
put,
at the
like
time.
I put Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Kind of wholesome.
Yes.
It depends on who done pissed her off.
Yes, that is very true. Now, next in the news and talking about...
But did we end that? So let me end this with, I don't
Okay.
know how this is going to end. I just hope that it's not nasty. And I hope that, they work it out. And I know sometimes when we go through divorces, it's ugly, it's nasty, it's yucky. But you know what? Sometimes, especially in this case, where they're young, and she's not he saw something on a tape and she's like not contesting it. She don't care. And when it's like that, I think you better let it go.
Yes, I think you need to get it.
So I know that they will be okay.
Yes. Now here at the...
But I'm going to do a reading on that.
Oh yes, I will remember to make sure of that.
Now, look out for it.
We have over here at the Crone's Treasure Chest, or News with Tarot as we are now called, we have a problem with the way that the media is portraying Yi and Bianca as as Yi has his backside exposed apparently, and just from an angle as she's leaning across, it just happens to look a certain way as he's getting a little BJ. And they were on a ferry. There was a driver. You saw somebody else on the boat. You even saw a boat not even too far behind them. So they're in Italy.
Go on, get it out. Go on, take it, breathe. Go through it. Work your way through it, baby. Crone. Go ahead.
It's just yes, it's just frustrating because I don't understand why now all of a sudden that Kanye's divorce.
You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Now why is it all of a sudden that Kanye's divorce, that he's now having PDA and indecent exposure? It just doesn't even sound like him. So that's all I have to say.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Breathe, baby.
Yes.
Breathe, okay. No, what I feel is this. None of this really was a big thing until Kim went over. It could have been, the streets could have been talking, because I've even spoke on it, because I've even said in my state that would have not been acceptable. I don't know if they would have got arrested for it, maybe, but they would have been told to cover up. In this case, I'm kind of shocked at the thing because I thought that Italy was more avant-garde.
Yeah,
I
I really
thought
did.
Europe was like, you know, Italy. I
Right.
thought it was like, you know, artsy.
Exactly. I mean, we saw Bianca
the-
walking around
yeah, I
naked
thought it
just
was
about.
Yeah, I thought it was like when it turned me on because I was just like, wow, how free spirited, how this and that. But now I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I better go back to Japan.
Yeah, they were more accepting.
Yeah, they were more accepting. I mean, it's like, and it just seems like they want them away because that's where the Catholics are very strong, Catholic community, which I understand. However, before I get on the Catholic community, don't let me forget, let me just go back to the boat. Do you really think that as much time as they have together, 24 hours, I'm just saying logic, do you really think he's on a taxi? This is not like they going on a cruise. This is just going from point A to point B, like taking a school bus, like no, taking a bus, like a
trolley,
a public transportation, a trolley. But in this case, it had to be the water. So they had to take the water, the taxi over. Do you really think, with it being out in the open, do you really think with their assistant, that fly mama in the black, whoever she is, and I gotta say it before I go on, Bianca wear that leather coat.
Yeah, she did.
And she walk in that leather coat. If you haven't seen it, that girl got a walk on her. Kim can't touch that walk.
No,
and you know what? And I'ma say it. I love legs. I love legs on men. I love legs on women. Do I love legs?
Yes, you do.
There is nothing but a beautiful pair of legs. And I say that because I wish I had beautiful legs. However, I love legs, and I feel as though that lady has beautiful legs and her backside. And when she had that coat on, this is just from looking at my high definition TV.
Yes, that is true.
When she walking in that leather coat, I just think she is so.
And the way it fits her body.
Oh
as well.
my God, that was fitted.
Oh, yes.
But let me get back. So, with all of that being said, I don't believe that Kanye, with all the smoke going up about him, I don't think that he is going to get BJ in a taxi.
Yes.
Furthermore, it was lumpy and bumpy. They speeding across. They probably wasn't on it no more than 5 minutes.
Exactly.
I mean, I just think that people want to believe what people want to believe. And yes, remember, they don't want her. So I guess whatever she took and wore the leather. When she was there, they first showed her that it does look like something hanky-panky going on.
It does.
I wouldn't have never thought that.
Until you guys put that in our heads.
That was in my head. I just thought that she took her coat off. Matter of fact, I didn't even notice her coat was off, actually. I just thought she was just sitting there leaning on his leg. Like something, like, you know, how your boyfriend, he's there, and you just leaning, or in her case, husband, just leaning and looking. Yeah. But before then, she was sitting inside. Mm-hmm. Now, it could have been Kanye pants, but I don't think so. I realized Kanye did not have on a shirt. Oh. He just had on a jacket with the split in the back. Oh, yeah. And if you lean forward, that will show your back. However, I never seen a butt crack all the way up on your back. I never seen that. But people want to see what they want to see, and people believe what they want to believe. However, I have nothing in this either or. It was all good until Kim Kardashian went there. When Kim Kardashian went there, in my opinion, it just seemed like all the slander just started coming through the woodworks.
Yes.
And now, if I was Kanye, I would pack my stuff. It seemed like he loved that Italian ice cream. But I would pack myself, and he needs to leave. And he needs to leave because there's a lot of pasta and bread. He needs to go right on back to Japan with the rice bowls and vegetables.
The Yasuke
because he's getting thick. Eating that Italian ice cream and pasta. He needs to leave because he's getting thick. And I think when he bent over, you just seen little Buddha. Little Buddha. Little Buddha backside. It looked like that, but it's not. And I don't think that his pants was down that low. Because even if they were, when he got out of the taxi, he would have to stand up and adjust. Yes. He did none of that. He did none of that. So people believe what you want to believe. I mean, I've heard they want to arrest them for this. And people said, well, the taxi man, he didn't see. The taxi man looked back at them. He got to pay attention to what's going on in his boat. About that, as you see, like I said, anybody out there know a good recording camera? Please help us, because I don't want to buy another. This is the third camera. I don't want to be spending money on just no good cameras. So if you can help us, it would be much appreciated. Now, back to what we were saying. So what were we saying before the camera went out?
Yes, we was talking about how, before we got cut off, we was talking about Bianca and how with the media. It was really... But you did want to talk about the Catholic Church.
Yeah, the Catholic Church. And they're saying that the Catholic Church is up in arms. She's walking around practically nude, yada, yada, yada. I get it. So, but I'm feeling that I'm hoping whatever is going on, whoever is surrounding Kanye, whatever bodyguards is around him, I'm hoping they got their ear to the curve. And if anything is out of order, remember, we just get a lot of blogging stuff, a lot of he say, she say. You know, sometimes it's true and sometimes it's just BS. You just got to weed through it. Sometimes some things sound like it is so real, but it is not real, like Lil Tay.
Yes.
Sometimes it sound real. Jamie Foxx.
Yes, which...
We can go
see
on.
him in the news recently.
We can go on and on. So what I'm learning this, I take everything with a grain of salt until it's proven. So this could just be a lot of talk down here in blog world.
Right.
Because we got to have something to talk about. So you talk. Me, what I try to do, I try to stick much to what is basic, a pretty much knowing fact. Like we saw him on the boat. We saw Kanye on the boat. We saw, and I have a right to judge it from my viewpoint, my vantage point. It was his backside. When it was time, if it was his pants down low, I don't know how she could give a BJ like that. From what I understand, Kanye is pretty large, from what I understand. So none of that makes sense. So you look for trouble, you find it. I didn't see it. When they showed that woman on her, I don't think that she's going to be able to be down like that. That don't even look right. How? Just look at the awkwardness.
I don't even know who even...
Look at Kanye's a little taller than her, right?
Yes.
So how is she going to be on here? That don't even look... Not that I know about BJ's, but... Look, it just, let your mind do what your mind do. My mind was not on that. I didn't see that. And I'm not looking for that, because I'm just hoping whatever. I feel as though good news sells just as well as bad news.
Yes,
so
that is true.
I'm aiming for the good news for these couples, you know. And like I hear people say, they not really married. They may not be, but as far as I'm concerned, in the eyes of their God, they are.
Yes, that's true.
That's all I got to say about that. And yes, Kanye is a what kind of person? He is really. I want to think of a name. Give me a good name to describe Kanye. Go ahead.
Creative.
He is creative. It's a name.
Talented.
I wanted to give something else, but nevertheless, he is creative. But he is, and you know, there is a word that I want to say that would describe him. But nevertheless, I cannot.
Forward thinking.
But nevertheless,
trying.
Thank you. But nevertheless, he's out there, and he doesn't think like the rest of us. And a lot of things he do, and a lot of things he say, it could be off-putting for someone who's more conservative. Well, it's hard to look at somebody who lives outside of the box. So like me, baby Crone, she's learning. When you live outside of the box, people think you're weird.
Yes,
so
that is true.
You learn to walk with that. And so he is very creative and a very ingenious mind to some points and in certain areas.
All right, I have two
But
more.
he is just a man like everybody else. And I think that those that look for trouble will find it. And those that look for goodness will find that too. Yes.
Yes. I was just thinking maybe the two other words could have been progressive or
He is
unconventional.
that's the word. That's the word.
Baby Crone finally
That's
got it.
He is so unconventional. Thank you, baby.
Yes.
Crone. You know that's my favorite word. Thank you. Thank you. He is so unconventional and progressive that is beyond us. And you know, even though she's walking in the world with barely nothing,
Yes.
she's beautifully built.
Yes, that is true. And it's proud of her natural body.
And if I was a woman and I had a man and I know she walked down the street and I was so in love with my man, maybe I might say, get that filth off the street. Why? Maybe because I'm a little jealous that my man find her attractive, because it ain't going to tell me that any man look upon her as a figure.
That's true.
She's beautifully built. Her walk, I don't know if she practiced that walk, but that girl got a walk on her. It's beautiful. She walked like a model.
Yeah.
Walk. And just look at the leather coat. I can't get over it. And I am not a homosexual or a part of none of that, I don't think. I'm a part of some of it. I'm a part of the one where you have to be intellectual. You know,
sapiosexual.
Yes, but male sapiosexual. That is definitely
male
me.
sapiosexual.
Because if you come talking to me, talking some goo goo gaga geeky, I am turned off. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much money you have. It is like at zero for me.
Understand.
Yeah. As you see, we have camera troubles. We're
Yes.
so sorry about that. We're getting it together
Yeah.
slowly, surely. It's coming together. Please help us if you can. If you know a good camera that is that can video,
yes,
and very good quality,
can hook up a mic.
We will be so grateful.
Yes. Now, on other news here that we're going to just quickly just toss out there. In passing, happy birthday to Beyonce, Diana Ross.
Happy birthday to Beyonce. Diana Ross did show up to sing a song and sing happy birthday to her. That was good. A legend singing to another legend.
Yes.
Beyonce is 42 years old, I believe.
Wow. I keep forgetting Beyonce's age, but she probably is 42.
She's 42 years old.
And speaking of more music legends out there, Taylor Swift, who seems to be competing right along.
I wouldn't say that.
Not competing like
don't
that.
Don't put her up there as competing.
No.
Don't. You
just comparing the two.
But you didn't say it for Beyonce. So don't say it for.
That's how I'm bridging the two together.
Then you better find another way, because don't know.
Okay. Well, here Taylor Swift for her theater movie release. She is having adults pay $19.86 to represent her album release that she had titled. And then for kids, they pay $13.13 because that's her favorite number. However, she's doing something special for this movie release and hoping that encourages people more, I guess, for the tour or something. And we'll see about that. It's interesting.
And they really believe people show up to see it. I've never been to a movie to see a band.
A concert, right?
I mean, if it was in what is it?
IMAX?
IMAX, I would.
Okay.
If it was in IMAX, I would. If it wasn't in IMAX, I won't. No, it wouldn't be worth it for me. Not for $19. Okay. It has to be an IMAX. That just gotta look real.
No, you're right. That is fair.
It's gotta be.
That's way more than a regular movie.
Vibrating. I gotta be like, I gotta feel like I'm there. And if you really want to put it in 3D IMAX, yes, that would be
one step closer.
Come on.
Well, my one step closer was to find some way to get it on the Oculus so that way you can see it on.
But the movies haven't progressed to that yet.
Yes, no, they have. But
what I'm saying, but in the theater, you can put it in 3D.
Yes,
you can. Oh, that I would pay for that.
Yes.
3D IMAX, I would, because that would be
worth it.
That would be worth it. But then you got little kids, and little kids may not. But what kind of little kids you going to take to see Taylor Swift? Not no babies.
No.
Right? Well, anyway.
Yeah.
That killed my dream. Right.
Speaking of other dreams being killed, Krishan Rock and Blueface are seeming to have problems.
But before we get to that, congratulations on Blue Krishan. She had a baby. That is
Krishan Jr.
Yes, that's been a problematic relationship. Blueface, this couple.
Yeah.
This couple, I try not to even talk about them because they're sad.
Yes.
SADD, sad. It's just looking at a drunken love affair. Like two people that are intoxicated.
Yes.
I'm not saying they are intoxicated, but it's like looking at two people that is intoxicated 24/7. And now that she, in my opinion, Krishan finally got what she wanted. She finally got that baby by Blueface.
Yes.
Now maybe she can move on. Maybe she can treat him like dirt. Now she don't want him. Now because she got what she wanted. Now why is beyond me. But this is what she wants.
Yes.
Because that is the mind of a young girl. She got this baby by him. She ain't thinking about 18 years of her life.
No.
She's not thinking she's 23 years old right now. She's not thinking that her dad, the baby dad, could just be a jackass when he wanna be. But they had this thing that I wanna play it. I don't know if I can play it, but I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
When Blueface say,
You trying to take God's credit, bro? It could have been the next motherfucker.
Bitch, you trying to give God my credit, and I'm not going for it. I'm taking God's credit. No, God sent me for you.
No, it's not like that.
Nah, it's not like that. That's crazy.
when Blueface say to Krishan, I'm the God in your life. And Krishan is saying, you're not God, you didn't make me. I'm paraphrasing. And Krishan is saying, how can you not say that? You had nothing before you met me. And now, because of me, because God used me to save you. Well, Krishan could not receive it.
No.
I don't like the way Blueface is putting it out. But yes, that's how God works. He works through people and situations. Okay? So, yes, it could work miraculously. You could be walking down the street and find a bag of money. But what are the chances? You know, you could be driving down the highway and somebody lose a whole lot of money and you're the only one on the highway can go and pick up all the money. But what are the chances?
Yes, that is true. That's true.
Right, an armor truck rolled over. There you go. Boom. All the money fell out of all the bags. And now you could just go pick up all those money. But what are the chances? So when you're looking at it, God works through people. And so, yes, I can see that. Because that couple does have what it takes to work together and make good music. So he was a God sent to her. Yes. And I don't think that she sees that, but I don't like what he's saying. He's saying, I am God. I don't like that.
Yes.
I don't like it. It's done gone to his head. That's because Blueface, what's his name?
Yes, Blueface.
Blueface is young, come from a very problematic family. He himself is problematic. The devil was on to take Blueface. You understand what I'm trying to say? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand.
So my soul go out to Blueface. Because this is you can only be what you've been fed.
That's true.
And I look at both of them. They were just two lost souls They had things in common. I can't talk about this couple because it just makes me sad. It's too depressing. So that's all I have to say about them. Prayers going up for them. I wish them nothing but the best. I wish Crone Jr., wish the father have a right about that. He said it's a dumb name. How you going to name the baby Junior? But being creative, I dig that.
I do.
I dig that. Crone Jr. She named the baby after herself. There's nothing wrong with that. However, that's what I'm saying. I think when you have a baby, these things should be talked over by the daddy.
Yes.
She got what she wanted.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, it's her baby. She got what she wanted. And if Blueface know what I know, he needs to just step off.
Yeah. Pay
baby money or whatever. But I heard that she broke into his house, stole $2 million, and got arrested. Is that true?
I heard that she was a millionaire.
I don't know if that's true.
So.
Well, she is. They have my name broke now. Name broke.
Okay. Wow.
But I heard, and she wrote something on the mirror in blood, and that's how they knew it was her. Child, I can't.
Yes, that's
see.
Creepy.
I see danger around these couples.
Yeah.
Especially and Christian. I just see somebody just wanting to take her down that's itching for it. And my spirits, I can't talk about this because when I see them, I just see horror. So I have to just not talk about them right now. So let's go on. Who we can talk about next?
Yes. We can talk about Afro-Latinas and the problem with racism and colorism.
And that bring on what's her name?
Erica Mena.
Right. Baby, can you talk?
Okay, yes. So apparently, well, not apparently, Erica Mena, who is an Afro-Latina.
Now, they say they don't like to say that, but I've seen Afro-Latinas. They are Hispanic and they look like you. They look like me. They look like Erica. They look like a bunch of black people race. They just speak Spanish.
Yes.
Right?
A good example could even be like the Creoles, you know, good. But yes, so we have a problem here.
I don't know if Creole is Spanish. That's why I can't answer that. You brought it up. You brought that job on yourself.
Okay.
So
we'll continue talking about the Afro-Latinas.
They don't, and I know they don't like, but that's the only name I know. So Afro-Latinas. So yes, we do have them. So I just so sick of this color thing in this country. I don't even know, especially when light skin and dark skin are arguing. When you both are colored folk, you're both colored. You're not clear folk. You're colored folk, right?
Yes.
So why we fight? It's just crazy, and being called the monkey and it's just it's just too much. It's just you can call each other a bitch all day.
Yes, that is true.
I could call you a bitch or a hoe.
Yes.
But God forbid I call you a sweet little monkey. I'm done. I can't. I can't with this culture in this world, with our culture. We are so sensitive. I can't anymore with that. Go ahead.
That is true, yes. I learned that Creole is 3 nationalities of colonial French, African American, and Native American.
But it says Spanish?
No, she did not say anything about Spanish.
Okay, so it's French.
Yes.
Okay, we learned something.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Africa and French. That's Creole. Oh, okay. I love it. All right, anything else? So anyway, you got anything else to say? But anyway, I don't know if Erica's going to be back. But you got to understand, there's a lot of Latinas that watch the show. What is it?
Love and Hip Hop
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And to not have her on there, I don't know. I think she's a big character. I think that if they both should have got fired. They both hit below the belt. And if you're going to get rid of one, get rid of both, because it was both wrong. That's fair to me. But it just seems like fair don't work, because my idea of fair and her idea of fair are two different fairs.
Yes, and like you said, why didn't Mona Scott fire Spice?
I didn't even think they should have been fired. I think it should have been a suspension.
But a few years ago when she whitened her skin, and that's like clear hate towards black culture, and this is a black TV show in a sense, or at least that's how they present it to us.
But I don't think you can fire someone. I don't think she should be fired. What she did was she made that stuff real to me. I mean, you see it, but to me, she made self-hate bad to me. So for her to take it as far as she taking it as a monkey, I get it. Because she don't like herself very much. She ain't never going to convince me she like herself. After I saw that, it just did something to me. And it wasn't nothing no one can do.
Nope, they were even hurt.
And she's going to tell me she's doing this to help us. Get out of here with that story. You're doing that because you hate the darkness of your skin. And I am so sorry that life has embittered you to the point that that's how you are. Anybody who feels that way. It is sad, but it sickens me. And, you know, you may say, well, you're not dark. You're right. You're right. I have no idea. None. But I know one thing. I've been around dark all my life. And I just feel just as dark as Baby Crone. And Baby Crone, you feel just as light as I do, right?
Yes, I do.
I don't feel, whatever she feel, I feel. And we don't have none of that. So I don't know.
And then,
but we're not from Atlanta.
No, we are not.
We the beginning of the South.
Mm-hmm. Now, to mention in last passing, we have two people to talk about. First, we have 3 people to talk about. So, we heard a little bit of news about Kyle. No, not Kyle. I wanted to start off with Todd and Chrisley Julie. We heard about their sentence being reduced just a smidgen.
Yeah, it was being reduced. Yeah. It was reduced. Todd can do 10 years.
Yes.
And Julie's going to do 5 and some months. 5, I think, and 8 months or something. So, but you know what? Even though that's a difference, I know they probably feeling like that is nothing. And that 5, I'm starting to like that number 5 because number 5, because of what that 5 means.
Okay.
And that number 5, it remind me on that show with Sarah Jessica Parker when the guy said, "Just wait for me 5 years," and the guy said to the woman, "Wait for me 5 months."
Oh. Wow,
so,
interesting.
I don't know. So I don't even know. It's something about the 5 that what was it about the 5?
Yeah, I'm talking about, we started talking about the 5 because Julie Chrisley has 5 years to spend in prison.
And I guess what I'm saying, who am I? I have no knowledge of that life. But if I had to send a word, 5 years, you could do that, Christy. It'll go by like, stay busy. Stay busy.
Yes.
You don't have to do 7.
That's true.
5. 5 years, you can do it. And your husband, when you do your 5, and you probably get out early. So when you do your 5 or 4 years, your husband be coming out 4 years later, because I think she'll probably have to do maybe like, if they reduced it now, maybe she only may do like 4.5.
Yeah, you're right. Who knows? Good behavior.
Yes, right. For the both of them. So I like Todd and Judy. They was my show. We enjoyed them.
I do enjoy them.
And so I like them, and I'm going to talk about them and keep you posted on them. Anybody else?
Yes. Kyle Richards now, hearing about how her
and Mauricio. Yeah, they're still not together, but they on vacation allegedly. So we don't know what's going on with Kyle, but apparently they are not together. And as friends, as far as Kyle is friends with the female who was a singer, they are still friends.
Oh yes, Morgan Wade.
They are still friends allegedly.
Yes, we did see them in a music video recently.
Well, that's the video that they made, right?
Yes, that is true. That is their video.
So, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Anything else going on?
Yes. Lastly, we did officially hear that Ariana Grande has left Scooter Braun.
Oh, yes. A lot of them leaving him. And I think that's because he's going to Korea, BTS. He's going to that pop culture. He's going to another way. And if one would look at it, it could be like a sellout.
Yes, I could see that.
Like, for me, it would seem like you're going to deal with this young couple, you building that up, and now you don't want to manage us because we grown and on our own. So he's going somewhere and starting a whole nother, not starting it, but I think he's going to, let's see where he's going to take it.
And in another country.
In another country. So let's see what he's going to do, because I'm telling you people, hey, it's the wave. I don't get it.
K-pop is becoming
K-pop
global.
is... Woo! With that beat, with the Blackpink,
BTS,
they. I'm just saying.
And soon you're going to be reading on aespa and Twice, which are some more girl
Yes,
groups.
more girls coming, and that's where Scooter is going.
Yeah.
Into that world, and it looks lucrative. Money, and you know what? All I'm saying is very lucrative. We'll see how all this play out for Scooter, right?
Yes.
As far as politics go, I know that President Biden.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with that? You know?
No, I do not.
What I think that's going on is that that President Trump, they don't want him to run for president,
right,
as you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, they don't want him to run. I think that they wanted him to get arrested. They was making fun of his mugshot, but I thought his mugshot was sharp. It spoke volumes. It was like the thug I am. No.
Yes, it was.
You know, and I don't want to really get too heavy in it, but all I'm saying is this is a close race. This is really getting crazy. It's this senator guy. I don't know what's his name, McDonald, whatever his name. Every time he gets up in the mic, he goes and zones out. That's crazy to me. Oh my God. But everything is about these electoral votes. So this thing is going to get uglier and uglier, and they trying to take everybody down. So let's see how the politics are going to play, because as we get close to it, baby Crone and I do the politics.
Yes.
We have to.
And let's see if Kanye really will run for presidency
I
in
hope
2024.
not. Leave Kanye out there. Nobody, you old troublemaker over there.
No, he wants to. He's promoting that he still wants to.
When the last time you heard Kanye say this?
You're right. It's been a couple of
You've been an old troublemaker.
Well, before Trump got arrested, we did hear about it.
No, I didn't. Don't put a weakness. Well, we in it.
He wanted Trump to be his campaign runner, and Trump was like, "Nah, I don't want to." I guess because he wanted to run. So
anyway, sorry to cut that off. That's rubbish. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about Kanye running for president, because Kanye, to me, is just not mentally stable to run a country.
that is very true.
I've said it, and I'm saying it from somebody who adores Kanye. And I'm just going to have to call a spade a spade. He is not ready for that. I would never feel safe with Kanye running the country. The positive is he will have us all singing spiritual songs.
Yes, kumbaya, come together.
Kumbaya, come together. He will do that. You know, he'll try to feed everybody.
Yes.
You know.
Probably ice cream and sushi, but
ice cream and sushi, baby Crone said. But he will. No, all joking aside, no, I do not feel, it's not that no. No. He needs to stay in the art where he belongs and do all that. However, if he want to run. Why not? There's a lot to be said about that. Running when you already know you're going to lose. It's a lot of money to run. So we'll see. So anything else?
Yes, lastly, I just want to say prayers going up to those in Florida because of this hurricane. Ideally,
and still Hawaii.
Yes, and apparently it's supposed to be going up to the Carolinas, so we'll see how that's going to be working.
Yes, and also again for Maui.
Yes,
prayers going up for them because it is that.
Yes, and some other natural disasters I've heard going on around the world.
Right.
That I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's just very sad with the world right now.
Right. And so we're going to leave it on a good note. And the good note is the temperatures were high.
Yes, I enjoyed the 90s.
The temperatures got up to the highs, and baby Crone was dressing herself silly. So she was wearing dresses. So anyway, the temperatures got up. So we'll see. They were saying that because of all of the fires, that this is supposed to be a warmer winter. We will see. And with that being said, thank you for joining us at the
Yes, News with Tarot.
News with Tarot. And what did you say we were calling ourselves?
Find out with the Crones.
Find out with the Crones. Thank you for joining us. We hope we gave you a decent recap of what's going on.
I hope you got enlightened just a little bit
Just
about
a
what's
little
going
bit
on around you.
Yeah, we just wanted to tell you this is what happened and that's what happened. And like on a tip, they say that Jamie Foxx, he's dating another woman. Mm-hmm. Yes, she is a white woman. And they're in Cabo and he's doing great. So he's back to who he is.
Yes, that's true.
I guess he's glad for him. And outside of that, that's all the news we have. If we missed it, we can't do it all. We just try to pick what is good for us. So this goes out to Spotify and it goes out to you, my YouTubers. Thank you. Please subscribe, enjoy, just sit back, unwind, relax with the Crones and just listen to what's going on and our commentary and our take on it. We're just two homegirls sitting down, kicking the breeze while I drink some kind of juice. Could be Gatorade, could be tea, just shooting the breeze. And we really, really appreciate it. So please support us as we approach our 1,000. We really, really, really could use it. We just about there. We've been doing it for a little over a year.
Yes.
So it's not 2 years yet, but I don't think we're gonna make 2 years. I think we'll be
get it before 2 years.
Yes, I definitely see that. But we want to thank you, and we just want your support, and we really could use it. And baby Crone, I don't know what else to say.
Yes, thank you. We love you guys. Keep being supportive, commenting, sharing it with people.
Share, yes, that's the word. Share and. Thank you. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Until we meet again, like I said, I'm going to do some readings. So if you like, please come back and visit my readings. And like I said, the reading that I did on Khloe Kardashian so far is true.
You mean Courtney?
Courtney. So far it's true. Fingers crossed, toes crossed. I wish nothing but the best for that couple. And with that being said, I thank you for joining us. Please. I said please for a reason.
Please tune in again.
Please tune in again. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. Have fun. Do something special. And remember, you are loved. With that, sunflowers.